Valentine's Day. It's the 14th and today is exercise day. We have some kind of fun, exciting news today that happened a couple of days ago actually. We got a phone call from a local gym that we work out at, and that he had remembered that Jim was a certified fitness trainer and they needed someone to teach a couple of classes 2 days a week. And so he got the job and he's doing that. Not that he needed that kind of job, but it's kind of exciting to be able to keep him fit, us all fit. So today is a day when we want to go over some exercises. And the reason they're so important, that we've been raking and shoveling and doing all of that on our homestead, but you have to be able to have some stretching.
So today we're going over some the stretching yoga types of exercises. These are great if you have lower back problems, if you're a little bit unbalanced, you don't have all the muscle groups doing what they need to do, you don't have the flexibility that you want. So a great routine if you're doing a lot of repetitive stuff and you need to get a switch. And like we so often do, we spend way too much time hunched over staring at the computer. Great way to get out of that. Do parts of this, take a break from what you're doing, and get your body moving and limbered up.
So what he's going to do is show you how to do the certain things, these exercises, but what he doesn't tell you is how long. Is it 15?
You know, when you're doing a stretch, rule of thumb is you want to go like at least 15 seconds. It takes about 10 to 12 seconds for your muscle to get to the point that it realizes, hey, I'm being stretched. Ooh. And then it just lets go and you can go a little bit more. If you can hold the stretch position for like 30 seconds, does you even more for you. You definitely should be warmed up when you're doing it. So if you're doing it in a cold place, get the temperature up. Do a little bit of exercising to get your body temperature and your muscles warmed up before you're doing it. Just general good idea. But,
all right, let's rock.
Enjoy! Mountain and tree. This is a great exercise for balance. Probably you're going to need somebody to spot you, so it's a good idea to do it. And it's a fun one to do. The idea is to be able to put both hands straight up in the air, like that, but without help. Work at it. Eventually you'll get to where you can do it that way. Next, we're seeing exercising our toes. We use our toes a lot for balance and every movement we make with our feet. You want to get to the point that your toes can be like monkey toes, where you can pick things up with them, to where they can act separately, to where they can push down, pull up, spread apart individually as you want them to where they obey you, not as just part of your foot, but as a toe that's listening to what you want it to do. It's worth it. Stop. So here we're doing some stretches with our legs and with our arms, working on our legs getting stretched out more, but we're reaching across our back and getting our hands as close together as we can, grabbing finger to finger if possible. I'm going to show what to do here. If you can't, well, this is showing reaching, if you can make it all the way over. And that's great. And then you can pull both directions, which is going to stretch your upper arm and shoulder like they need to be stretched. Occasionally, some of us won't be able to make the stretch, so we can use a towel if we get it in the right place in the right way. And get a good grip on it. There it is. He got it. And then we can pull up and pull down, and it's going to stretch our muscles beyond where they're typically being going. So a big help to get them stretched out. Really increase your mobility. We're going to also do a little bit of flexing of our arms to kind of get those lower arms stretched out, and a little bit on our fingers as well, to pull them over, and a little coordination to go from side to side. It's easy once you get it figured out. But you're able to get your hands stretched, your arms stretched, your wrists stretched, get those muscles and tendons stretched out. Looks fancy, looks fun, it's easy, and it's something that can help you get your arms to increase their flexibility. We like to get our backs stretched out. Now, if you can't go all the way down, use a chair and just drape your hands over the chair, over the back of the chair. But when you go all the way down, you don't have to tighten up your knees. Let them flex on out. Just relax. Let yourself go in. And after about 12 seconds, your back will ease up and you'll find yourself lowering even more. Great exercise for your back. Now we're going to see what looks to be a little bit of a yoga movement, the warrior. Challenging for your balance. Great thing to get your balance where you want it to be. You can do a partial one or a full one depending on what your capabilities are. This next one is called the child. It does more to your legs than you realize and you think. It's also a great relaxation, but it does get your back stretched out a bit. Definitely helps your legs to increase their flexibility. What's nice about this one as well is it's part of a two exercise set. This is the first one, child, and now we're going up into what's called the dog. You know, it's interesting, when I see my form, I'm horrible. I need to see pictures of myself more often so I can make the adjustments. Here we're going to do a standing side flex to where you get your back stretched out a bit. I should be putting that right hand behind my back. You'll see me do that better when I switch sides. I forgot. It's on camera. What can I say? It's sometimes hard to remember everything. But you can hold this for at least 12 seconds. You want to go up to 15. Once you get really limber, 30 seconds is good on holding all of these stretches. This is a great start here that you can see how to get your back stretched out. This is a bit of a challenging one. Make certain you're in shape and flexible. Just do this partial. But you want your feet straight up. You're trying to have a straight angle. And then you go into what's called the plow. If you can get your feet all the way over and touch the ground, you've got yourself where you need to be. Really increasing your flexibility in your back and your legs. Here we're stretching our feet, our legs. Position 1, straight up, and we're pushing up as much as we can. We pull it out to the side, stretch our other arm the other way, and look the other direction, and push with our foot against that hand. Now we're going to switch hands on the foot. Now you can use a strap of some kind, stretchy bands, whatever, to do the same thing. I'm able to do it with my hand. It's a great place to work yourself toward to be able to do. This next one is both legs pulled in tight, get a little bit of stretch there, and then you're going to see me take them over to one side with that hand. Look the other way and stretch the other arm out so we're getting a good opening up of our back and stretching it out. Try to take those legs and your arm all the way down to the floor. If you can't, that's fine. Don't hurt yourself. Go as far as you can. Now we're going to stretch it back up and take it back over to the other side to make a complete exercise with it. So kind of an awesome experience for you to get that back stretched out and feeling better. We're almost done. Hang in there. A little bit more to go. This next one is called the diamond. It does more stretching to your legs than you realize. Great relaxer. And finally, full relaxation. Don't let me go to sleep. Think about relaxing. Don't think about other things. Breathe and relax.